folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian, we're Skynet, and we are on episode 10 of Pixel Purge. I know, thank you for joining me on this journey. So, tonight's game is going to be none other than Stalker 2. I know, now Stalker 2 runs off Unreal Engine 5. It's a massively resource heavy and graphically beautiful game, and hard as nails game as well. But we're going to, what we'll do is, for the premise of this game, we will boot it up, we'll play it for a couple of minutes, take some screenshots round about the area and things at full maximum graphics settings, 4K, path tracing, ray tracing, ultra, you name it, everything will be whacked up full. And then we shall stop the stream. We'll revert everything to the lowest resolution and setting possible. Then we'll play it again and see how it looks, and we'll take some matching screenshots. We'll do a wee comparison at the end, so you can see the before and after, and just how much the games do change, or if they might not change at all. We'll find out though, folks. But before we do get into that, if you haven't done already, folks, drop the channel a wee like and subscribe, and by all means check out some of the other playlists that are available as well. We've got the Control Alt Retro, which is your weekly retro PC gaming podcast. Got Pixel Nostalgia, which is your weekly retro console gaming podcast. First Look, which takes you through some first looks at some brand new games and other classic games that are just coming out as well. And One Game 1 Hour, where we take a different game and play it for an hour just to showcase you just different sorts of games as well. So let's get started, folks. So I'm playing this on PC, obviously. It has just recently been updated, so let's have a wee look. We shall play it on with a trusty controller for the Xbox as well. Launching game. Let's take a... Maybe it doesn't. I was about to say it takes a wee bit there to launch the game, but maybe it doesn't. Uses autosave features, the symbol will be displayed. Game. See, Unreal Engine. Now there is some new tech demos apparently out for Unreal Engine 5. I might give them a wee shot as well. See what they're like. Right, here we go. Setting up profile. I have played this before, compiling shaders. There has been updates also. That's probably why. In hindsight, I probably should have started it beforehand so it compiles the shaders beforehand. You never know when the games are going to be updated. So a lot of the time, it'll start fine. This is going to be an interesting one, I think. Any game really that's done in Unreal Engine is generally quite interesting to do, because those games are really, really demanding, and graphically they just look amazing. But also, like, the first one that I done was Cyberpunk. The first episode of this series was Cyberpunk 2077, which was done running in full 4K, path tracing, overdrive on as well, and everything's set to the maximum setting it possibly could be, and it looked beautiful. And then when you take it to the lowest resolution possible and turn all that off, it still looks alright, to be fair. You can still tell it's Cyberpunk. It's not got the neon glow and everything like it would normally have, but it's still the same kind of game, if you know what I mean. So it's good in that sense. But also, let me know in the comments, folks, about any game that you would like to see a before and after of. If you've got any recommendations from games. If I've got the game, I'll certainly do it. I'll add it to the list and we can go through it as well, because it's always good to get that kind of interaction from folks. So if you've got it, it's the same way as well, like my other playlists for Control Alt Retro and Pixel Nostalgia for the retro games, the retro PC games and retro console games. If you've got any games that you want to see, let me know and I'll do a wee playthrough of them for an episode for you as well. Definitely just put a wee comment in on one of the videos and we can get that sorted, and I'll add it to the list. I've got a big list of kind of games that I want to go through anyway, but I'm always open to suggestions as well. Right, compiling shaders, it's almost done, folks. Almost done. There we go. Press any key or button to continue. Does anybody actually read? Welcome to the updated zone. Patch 1.4 introduces various improvements and fixes to the game. Here we highlight the most important ones, starting with our life. With A-Life. With this update, stalkers are now living their long, happy lives unless they meet their end in the zone as a result of their actions outside the player's view. Mutants, there's no need to research some sicker scientists to figure out how mutants have survived in the zone for so long, with countless fights happening all the time. There are plenty of corpses for them to taste. With this update, we made sure that you can now spectate this process for yourself. If you think that you can just approach mutants to spectate and what they're doing, like things like a zoo, we suggest that you think again. It would be alerted, more improvements to combat. I haven't seen this before. Well, right, so options. Let's go to the graphics. So graphics quality, I've got everything set to epic, which is the highest setting it can go. Motion blur quality can be off because I don't like motion blur. It's a motion blur strength can get turned down as well. This is just preference for me because I hate motion blur in games. I think it's just a nasty effect. So I turn that shit off. Light shafts enabled, that's fine. Depth of field, epic. Sharpness, I'm going to put the sharpness at 30% because we don't want it too good. DLSS, quality, frame generation, auto, FSR 3.1. On auto, I will just go for auto. Shader quality, epic, epic, epic. Draw distance, epic. Display, confirm, there we go. Full screen borderless. Frame rate, no limits to frame rate. Image encoding, I don't know what the image encoding is, we'll just leave that to it. Right, so here we go, folks, into the game in question. I'll try not to die that many times. I haven't been in Stalker 2 or the Zone for a wee while, to be fair. There's a high possibility I might just die here. Right. What's my tough way to get to Zalissa? Right. Right, so straight up, let's just take a wee kind of screenshot here of the greenery around about the area. Why is this saving it from the other? 2 wee seconds here, folks. I keep thinking that this is actually saving screenshots here at OBS. Oh, no, it isn't. That's fine. I tried to do one earlier and it was taking screenshots at OBS when I was recording for some weird and wonderful reason. Right, so look, you'll see how crisp the details are. It's a pity it's not. Can you change the day? Can you like sleep or something? Map, jumbo, upgrades. Medikit. See, ideally, I wanted it to be like during the day, so it'd be a wee bit, just so you can see a wee bit better. So, hide weapon. I killed an anomaly. I can't say that word, anomaly. I forgot about these things, see, it's because I've not played it for a wee while, right? We'll try that again and see if we can get somewhere. And then take some more screenshots. Let's see. Right. Fidelity death. I didn't think it was that bad. This isn't going to plan, this one here, folks. Right. We'll try that again. Try to get somewhere where. It's a wee bit better. I've got down here and I've not died. Right, so let's see. Can I just go to sleep somewhere? Let's take a wee screenshot here of the wee characters actually. Here we go. Eyes, do more of the settings. I really don't need settings on Microsoft, I just need you to take a screenshot. There we go. I love how the game bars, the signs can break every now and again. Look at the detail on the outfit, the character faces as well. Quality, the brickwork, and just general kind of look. The ground and everything. See if we can try and get it. Now, this might be slightly different when we come to redo it. Also, like in a lower resolution, because it might be daytime by the time I load it back up again. But it's good just to take the kind of. Look at the tyre quality as well. See, it's all the wee details that you notice. Yeah, let's take one of the fire as well. So the fire looks quality, that's one thing that you can tell in these games. Like the quality, like kind of effects, just general effects like fire. There we go, right. I think it's starting to get lighter now by the looks of it. Other places can we go here? Do we have a... Oh, aye. So, right, so you'll see there as well, like on the puddle. There, that's a better shot of it there. So the puddle effects, you see the reflections from the electrical poles and kind of the telephone poles and things there as well in the water. So that's your ray tracing kicking in. It's that kind of effect in the water that's making it look as if it's reflected. Such a nice game. Like, graphically, it's a beautiful game. Obviously, you can see and notice things more when it's during the day. I don't think it tells you what time it is. Oh no, it's 10:40 PM. There we go, 10:40 PM. Oh no, that was the last save, sorry, apologies. Right, let's go and see if we can try and take some other screenshots of something else. See what we can find here.
Hey, why the long faces? Let me cheer you guys up. A veteran stalker lecturing a rookie. Now, remember, always partner up with guys who can't shoot or run. They'll keep the mutants busy, and there's no chance they'll shoot you in the back.
You can see, just look at the detail in the bench, so how withered it is as well. The quality that the games are getting now is just unbelievable. What they can do with Unreal Engine now is just phenomenal. Like, look at, you can see even like that's like the leather jacket, but you can see the texture of it. It looks like a leather texture.
I gotta figure out how many coupons I need to buy a new rifle.
There we go, it's getting a wee bit lighter during the day now. Let's go and take some other screenshots of things. So we'll take one here as well. As I said, it's not a play of this, we'll play it more obviously on a live of that.
Checked my stash, cleaned my gun, bought some shit, and calling it a day.
He's kind of jumping about, that wee guy. Don't know why, but could just be a wee glitch in the game. I mean, look at the detail of
You
the
guys are hysterical.
blurs.
Okay, I got one too. An old timer tells a new stalker, "Get ready, rookie. We're hitting the circus tonight." The newbie readies himself, grabbing lots of pouches for artifacts.
Such a really beautifully detailed game.
Bought some shit. I'm calling it a day.
Let's see what we can do. See if we go out this way a wee bit. Yeah, just do the There's so many ways you could kind of do this one and judge it. What's these things flying about? Like, I mean, like, you can see all the individual kind of like droplets and the textures on the leaves. I don't know why I got there, because that's... hope that'll probably kill me. But if you look across here, you'll see like the fog in the background, straight across. So we'll take one of this kind of scenic area there.
guess it's gonna rain. Either that, or there's an emission coming.
Right, so I think that should be a good amount of screenshots here. Just to kind of see the particle effects there. So that should cover a good amount of details. So like, we'll take one of the other car as well, just with the rust. Right, so there we go. Right, so what we'll do now is I shall stop the stream. We shall lower the graphic settings to the lowest resolution possible. I'll put it back up and test it that it doesn't crash the game, and then we shall restart it and we'll do it before and after, folks. I shall catch you all in 2. Hey folks, welcome back to part 2. So we have been able to lower the resolution to, why does it keep changing that? Right, let's try it again. 1024 by 768. I'm not convinced that that is actually the right resolution here, but let's see. That's definitely no, because that's clearer, so that's put it to 4K. So let's see. Window. Right, I'm just going to say that it is that because the writing looks a wee bit blurry otherwise. So the overall quality is set to low or disabled. We've turned off frame generation and upscaling. DLSS, global illumination, HDR effects are turned off as well. So let's see. Oh right, there we go, look at the car straight away. Wow, there's a big change, like the particle effects there as well. It is, you can see it, but look at even just the navigation bar at the top. And let's see. So there, look, there's the fog effects in the distance. Look how blocky it looks in the trees and everything. Wow, man, you do notice the difference when you do these ones. It always amazes me every time, because like, as I said, every game is different at how it looks when you turn everything down. So we took one up here, like, just the electrical effects as well, so. There you go. The general kind of the ray tracing effects there, how blurry it looks on the water. You're not getting the clear shine of everything. Look at the brickwork. I don't even know what colour the bricks are meant to be. Are they meant to be the red? I can't even remember from the previous screenshots and that. I think they're meant to be like a red, but it just doesn't want to render it right, so it just looks like a whitewashed building. It's like characters as well. But then the fire effects, so this is one you can always tell the difference when you do the fire effect ones. Screenshots. Look at the just general quality of the characters. But look at all the effects in the background, like the water. the shadow effects that you're getting and everything just round about the background area of it. How badly it's rendering. So we've done one of the car as well, so like here obviously it's higher effects, see you're just not getting it there, but look at the shadows, the sun on it. Take one and another one there, the characters. Obviously this is like different times of the day. As I said, you're going to get different times of the day, so because it's just a rolling game, 24-hour kind of game. But I mean, look at you're not getting any of the reflections made out on the water. The water effects and your ray tracing is completely turned off, so you're not getting it rendering there. It's just glitchy and blocky mess. Is what you're seeing. So let's have a wee look. Look at the brickwork there in the building. But also look at the shadows in the background. So it's definitely. I mean, you can still, as you can tell with these things when you do this, it still is the same game, right? It really is still the same game, but it's more of the quality of it. Instead, it's got like a kind of almost like a film grain type effect to it. Because that's what it looks like. So see if I was just to take one here and you see it, it's almost as if it's got like a film grain, like a high, heavy film grain effect on it.
If I made some coupons,
It doesn't,
they wasn't wasted.
but that's what it's like though. Saying, look at the bench, look. Obviously you've seen the detail on the bench before when we taking a screenshot of it. You can see all the individual grains of the wood and everything. And then look here, the leather jackets. Leather jackets was one of the ones you seen the texture of it. You can see the individual like leather fibres on the jacket. It's such a high quality rendering of it. But you strip that all away and it just looks plain. It just looks like a dirty jacket, that one there. Just looks like a dirty jacket kind of thing, so
Another coupon in your pocket.
it definitely opens your eyes when you test it, just to see how different the games can look.
Alrighty. A check won't sell itself. Why does Dick Griot regret cutting vodka? Because now he can't call all the shots anymore.
It's such a different game. Would you still play it though at a low resolution, or would it hurt your eyes? Look at the kind of the flowers as well.
What do you expect from a place called Garbage? It's full of trash.
And just look at the shadows there on the wall and everything. Just a general kind of detail of the paths that you're not seeing. Yes, Disney render it there. The wood effect there as well, just higher and everything. So it's just, when you look at, you can see obviously the jagginess and the electricity lines and the pylons there coming through.
No coupons, zero loot, and an empty stomach.
Aye, it definitely does look different, doesn't it, when you go through it? It's easier seeing it this way than what it is doing it at the later on. Like at night time, because you can see all the different kind of graphics, different colours and everything like that better during the day than what you can at night time. But yeah, would you play it in this low resolution? It looks just completely different, doesn't it? It still is Stalker 2, you can tell it's Stalker 2. But see, because it's not rendering your shadows, your paths correctly and things like that, you're getting it glitching on screen. As it's no rendering the quality. It actually hurts your eyes when you're playing it this low. It does hurt your eyes because you're just getting bits glitching. I don't know if you'll pick it up in the video as much, but like when I'm watching it here, just on this screen here, because my game screen's just straight in front of me here. My recording screen is this one here. So when I'm looking at it here, I can see it glitching like over in the bottom left hand corner, the top left hand corner, round about the water and that. It's almost flashing at times when it's doing it. Aye. I mean, it's not going to be an exact comparison because, as I said, the screenshots will be slightly different. It's a different time of day as well. So, but what we shall do is we shall put the game settings back to normal. So let's quickly, and then we'll do just a wee custom epic. Sharpness. I think I'll just sharpness at 20%. Don't like it too sharp. Upscaling method, DLSS quality off, on. Share quality, epic, that's fine. Fine. Graphics display. QW. Up to 100. HDR disabled, enabled. So this all should put it all back to how it should look. There we go. See how quickly I just rendered all that through. I'll take a wee screenshot here now, right? We'll just do another couple of wee screenshots just in the daytime so we can just do a quick comparison of it again. It's like night and day, isn't it? Right, so what I'll do is I shall stop recording again and we'll quit out it. I'll get the screenshots ready side by side and then we'll do a wee comparison, folks, and you can let me know in the comments what you think. Back in two. Right, folks, now for the comparison. Right, so we have got the before, no, the after, and the before. So the before is on the left hand side, the after ones are on the right hand side. Now I'll try and get comparison as much as possible to the same kind of scene so you can see it a lot better. There might be some obviously differences in the screenshot because just when the time I was taking them, and also it goes from night to day cycles as well. So we'll try as best as possible to do it, so that's why I'll kind of work backwards. But here we go. I mean, look at the difference straight away in the car, the rusting. You can see all the effects, like you can zoom in and see everything. Everything, even the detail on the back of the seat that you don't get there, obviously. But you're seeing that all. Then look at obviously the structure in the background, the building in the background as well. The rust, look at the difference in the rust. So there on the gate, and it looks actually like rust on the fully rendered one as well. So you're just noticing all those little differences, and then the trees. Obviously you've got the trees there in the background that don't fully render when you lower the quality of it. Right, so that was that one there. That's obviously just another one in that area. Again, I mean, look. The car. So that's the same kind of portal, kind of like we kind of barrel there. And just look at the ground details. all the muck, the foliage and everything like that, you can see it perfectly rendered. The texture of the muck, all the leaves, the plants, the weeds and everything like that, you can see them all there, they're all perfectly rendered and rendering fine. But there it's not even getting half the foliage there. It's just kind of messed. Slightly kind of messed up. Right, so what else we got? This was the one that... I don't think I took one at that side. So the lightning, right, I'm sure I did take one of the lightning before. Right, so let's see if we can find where the lightning was. Aye. Now, it is a different time of day, as I said, folks, because the game goes from night to day. But just look at the difference. Look at the road quality straight away in the puddle. So the puddle, obviously you're seeing everything reflecting, and just the individual lightning strikes there at how good it looks, as if there is shorted electricity and anomaly kind of close by, which you're not really seeing it rendering there. Not fully, you might get a couple of wee bits, but not to the full scale as what it is over there, because like the same was standing roughly about the same distance away. You can see obviously that structure there, how jagged the cables are overhead. It's the general texture of the road, how you can see it's all broken up and everything, which you're not getting it rendering. But look at all the multiple kind of lightning bits around there, which you're not getting there. It's only rendered for about one or two, because it probably, if you're turning off the settings, it's not going to have that effect here to fully replicate it. The puddle again up close, as we said. So you're just not getting, like you can see obviously there's the reflection of the trees in the puddle, but you're just not getting it another one. So this was one. So that was the building at the start there. Let's see if we can get that building again. Hold on, where was it? With the car. Oh no, it was a white building then, apparently. There we go. I thought it was just rendered differently, but no, it is actually a white building. Who would have known? Right, so characters, here we go. Let's see the before of the characters. So there is a different person on the gate point there, as you can see, because this guy's got a gas mask on. So the guy that was there at night time is not the guy that's there during the day. But still, look at the detail of the gun compared to like the detail there when he's holding it up. Just general quality of the outfit, the clothes, the jacket, the facial features. This was one of the fire beforehand as well, so let's see if we can get that one. There was one took of the fire. Just need to find it again. Aye, here we go. I mean, look. You can see how realistic does that look. It looks immensely realistic, the quality in it. It's, as I said, it's crazy what they can do with the graphics now. And obviously you can notice it's no ideal great there, but it looks alright. It doesn't look bad. Right, here we go. Gas mask guy. Let's see. Do we have another gas mask guy here? Do we see what we've got on the other side? I don't think we will have. No, don't have the gas mask guy. But even just look at the scenery, just the pathways. We'll see if we can find one of the paths. So there. So the parts of the roads that are actually kind of broken up with damage, you can see it's kind of there, like with puddles and things and damage on it, and the fully rendered scene. But behind you, it doesn't render it. It just renders it as a mess kind of thing. Look, this was the van, the car. Right, so here we go. We did take one of that, I believe. Let me see. got. I think there's one, I did take one during the day of it. Aye, right, so we'll go with that one. Which, obviously there, you can see it just around a bit of detail. Now, if I was to zoom in there, right properly zoom in, you can see the tyre treads and the detail along there. You can slightly make it out. No great, no ideal. But let's see if we can try and find the one with the actual tyre in it. Right, so there we go. Right, so same angle, different times obviously. But look. See, you're noticing the grains and the imperfections on the tyres. It's the tiny wee details that you notice kind of thing when you do these, and just how much detail they put into the games. Right, so this was a wee guy here. We did take a picture of a couple of wee guys. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here to see. Right, so that's similar kind of character there. But if we, there you go. So it's a similar outfit. But look how blurry it looks. And obviously just his beard, you can make it out his beard, but there you can notice that it's a kind of like a hairy beard, moustache. The trousers, the gun, slightly different gun, but again, I mean, look at the trousers, you can see also like the padding in the trousers, and you can tell that that's meant to be padding there, but you're just not getting that effect of it, that is what it's meant to be. It's padded. And the grain effect on the actual chest plate, which just doesn't render, you're not getting that wee bit there either. It just doesn't look as if it's rendered. And then the buckles, so like you can see, obviously you can make out the detail in the buckles that I'm guessing are going to be leather by the looks of it, which you don't get. You're just Disney want to render it that way. So the padding there on the arms, you can tell it's padded and the different patterns on it there. But there, you can't really make it out that it is padded. It just doesn't look it that way, if you know what I mean. Right, brickwork. Here we go. We did take one of the brickwork. Aye, I mean, it's self-explanatory, the brickwork, when you see it, the before and after. All the imperfections in the brick as well, because you're getting all your ray tracing effects, your lighting effects. So you're getting the shadows on individual bits of it as well with the light shining off it, and you're just, it doesn't render it there. You don't see it. It's such a different way of kind of looking at it. So this was the one outside the house. So there you go, similar bits there. Guy with the gas mask on. And look at the fire detail before and after as well. There to there. Similar things round about it. Backpack detail in the shoes and boots and the jacket. I mean, you can see the individual grains in the jacket as well. So that's that guy there. There you go. His boots. Aye, I mean, there is big differences when you notice it. Very big. The difference of the house as well in the background. How crisp it looks in the graphics, and then how blurry it does look in the other one. Right, here we go. This was a bench. I mean, look, you can tell it massively in the bench. You can read obviously the writing there at the top. You can slightly make it out there, but just look at the wear and tear. You can see the wear and tear of the edges and the grain, the small kind of cuts and them like that. Just from general usage, like over there at the back, how withered it looks and everything, which you don't get. It just doesn't render that effect. The leather jackets. So, there we go. Oh, you can see all the individual grains on the leather jackets. That one there looks kind of more weathered, whereas the other one there, it just looks dirty. The jackets just look dirty, so you're not getting that leather effect. It's not got that kind of shininess effect, which is probably your ray tracing effect on it as well, kind of thing. Your individual lighting effects that make it look that gives it that kind of shine. Aye, it's just there's so many different ways of kind of looking at it. So this was the flowers there. Same kind of flowers, different time of day. But look at all the flowers in the background, the detail, the shadows. Just completely different. It's crazy when you see it. Some of the ones just at how different it can actually look. But aye. So there you go, folks. Stalker 2 stripped back to the bare minimum graphics, and you've seen just how glitchy and ugly the game can look as well. Would you still play it in that resolution? Would you, like, because it's quite a fast-paced game as well, but would you play it on that lower resolution and low graphics quality? It does hurt your eyes, I'll no lie, it does hurt your eyes being that low when you're doing these things. So would you play it in that, or would you prefer it on a higher spec? I think on a higher resolution, would you only play it in a higher resolution? If push came to shove and you only had the lower quality graphics settings, would you still play it? Or would you pass on it until you got something better to play it on? Let me know in the comments, folks, what you think. And I shall catch you all on the next one. If you haven't done already, folks, drop the channel, be like and subscribe. Check out some of the other playlists that are going to be here and here. And I shall catch you all in the next one.